Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be chatting to you guys about my first tattoo experience. I wasn't originally intending to film this, however as soon as I uploaded my vlog on my other channel getting the tattoo and stuff, everyone sort of wanted me to do like a sit down video explaining the whole experience, like the whole process, and I've got like loads of questions like regarding the whole thing, so I thought I would like run through the process like in more detail so you guys can like hear everything that happened, because obviously I didn't film everything in my vlog because obviously other people don't like being on camera. Like obviously there was other people in the tattoo place and also the tattoo artist didn't want to be on camera as well, so I obviously had to respect everyone's like privacy and what everyone wanted, so I couldn't really film every single detail. So I'm gonna sit down, tell you guys the process, and then talk about stuff like pain, because that's a massive question that I got asked so much on Instagram, just like price and just sort of the whole process. So I'm gonna do that first and then get to the questions at the end. So basically me and my two best friends ended up getting matching tattoos. I will leave the vlog down below so you can go watch that afterwards if you haven't seen that already. But we basically got matching tattoos. We all got 1/3, all on our ankles. I had heard lots of stories about the ankle being a really sensitive part and it really hurts on the ankle because there's like not enough skin there, or it's like close to a bone, and just like all these stories. And in my head I'd built it up to be this crazy pain, so I ended up waking up quite nervous. Like leading up towards it, like the days before, I was like really excited. When I actually woke up I felt like a bit sick, just because my whole life I've been worried about this pain, because I've wanted like small tiny dainty tattoos before, but I was just worried about pain, and that's why I never like pursued it or thought about it enough, because I'm really a wuss and like an absolute pussy when it comes to pain. Like I can't deal with it. I was nervous on the day, but we had an appointment at 12, so we literally left, so we had like plenty of time. I think we were there 10 minutes early, and we had to wait a little bit because the guy doing our tattoo had to like set up from the previous tattoo or something. It just took him a little while to set up basically, but it was fine because we had no other plans for the day. Basically he just asked us what we wanted. He said it was super easy because we basically wanted the 1/3 in typewriter font and that's it. Like it was literally 2 numbers and a line, so it wasn't going to take him long at all, and it wasn't like an intricate design. So he literally like sketched it out on like an iPad, showed us it. We made like a couple changes because that's just what we wanted, and then he was like great. So he printed out this basically like stamp thing. I'm not really sure what it's actually called, but it's basically sort of like an ink stamp thing, and he like placed it on all of our ankles and was like, is this where you want it, is this okay, is the size okay? He got it as small as he could because obviously we wanted it as the smallest possible because it just looked cute as small, but obviously we didn't want it to like end up smudging, well not smudging but like blurring over like a couple years. So he did it like a really lovely size, which is great. And then we were like, yep, we're ready. So he set up obviously the bench and Hattie went first. He did Hattie's. Hattie wasn't really reacting, so I was like, oh, like that's kind of made me feel a little bit easier about the pain. She just said it wasn't as bad as she thought. That sort of like eased my mind a little bit, because Hattie's quite like me, like we worry a lot about stuff like this. So basically when I went next and I sat on the bench, he like lined everything up. I had my leg there. You'll see from the clips in my vlog like how I was sitting and stuff, but he basically went in pretty much straight away, just did the 3, the line, then the 1, and the pain was absolutely fine. Like honestly, I promise you now, I'm not good with pain. Obviously it differs from person to person because some people's like some people may have had some injuries there, so obviously it's going to hurt more because the skin's going to be more delicate, or just people have higher pain thresholds in different parts of their body, so I can't say for sure that you're not going to feel as much pain as you think. The tattoo artist who did our tattoos, he said it's kind of better to build up the pain because then when it actually happens it's not actually that bad. And like I sort of, this sounds so weird, but I sort of enjoyed it. Weird, it was like just not what I was expecting. Like it was a lot less painful than I thought. So obviously it's not like a nice feeling, like it's not amazing, but I did weirdly enjoy it, so I don't know. Yeah, the pain was fine. You can literally see on my face in the video I'm like, oh, like I've literally built up this whole thing up for no reason, and I've just worried myself sick for no reason. That was that, and then Megan got hers done and we pretty much paid and left. It was £30, which is like the minimum charge because it was literally the tiniest tattoo ever. So yeah, we paid £30 and then left. We didn't have to sign any forms, which I don't know if that's dodgy or not, but the place was really nice. It was like highly recommended. I know a lot of people who go there, and we thought because it was only a tiny tattoo we didn't really have to go into too much researching because not really many people could fuck up like small tattoo, you know what I mean? Like something that was 3 lines long, and it, by the way, it took like 20-30 seconds to do each of our tattoos. It was so quick, so quick. But yeah, that was it, and then we literally left. He told us to use like Palmer's cocoa butter to moisturize like every day, and also to like wash over it, but like not rub it as such, like just run water over it and then dab with like a towel or whatever, or on a piece of paper to like blot it dry. After researching and stuff, I obviously know about the whole scabbing process, and I was worried the other day because literally the night after I woke up, I panicked because there was like ink running out of it, but apparently tattoo artists mainly put like excess ink in or something, I don't know, and it like comes out over the first few days of having the tattoo. So yeah, that panic was over quite quickly. My 3 and line at the minute look okay. It's just my 1's a bit blurred, but it's because it's like the skin has scabbed over the top. But the tattoo guy said just to leave it, don't pick at it, don't itch it if you can, and stuff like that. And that's the same that I've read online. But yeah, at the minute it's just sort of a healing process. I had it done, I think it was, yeah, 3 days ago, so obviously it's still healing. Like there was a needle that went into my skin, you know, so still in the healing process, but I'm really excited to see it like when it's all fresh. Like, to be honest, Hattie's didn't really need to heal, like hers looks absolutely perfect, so hopefully mine will look like that in the next couple of days. I'm just gonna look at questions just in case I've missed anything, but literally that was essentially it. It was pretty simple, like nothing major. Oh, what's your next tattoo ideas? So basically I've made a Pinterest board, like literally instantly as soon as I came back. I'll leave the link down below in case anyone cares about Pinterest these days, but I really like it. It's really helpful for my blog and stuff, and like inspiration for just general life things. And I've literally made a tattoo ideas board. Basically I want something to do with dancing because it took up a massive part of my life, like throughout my whole childhood, literally from like 3 years old to 18 I was dancing like every week. I stopped it obviously a bit during A-levels because I wanted to focus on getting my grades and I couldn't really afford the time to keep going out and dancing every evening. But yeah, dance took up a massive part of my life, like it's literally like in my soul. Like I just get so emotional just watching other people dance and stuff like that. So I want to get either ballerina shoes or like a little delicate ballerina on my left outer ankle. So you'll see my ideas on my Pinterest board, like from other people that have got that. I also want to get the serotonin like chemical symbol. I'll leave the ideas actually on the screen so you guys can see. But I want to get like a serotonin symbol. I don't know if I want it like simple. I think I do. Or like for it to be all like quirky, because there's loads of different cool ideas on Pinterest that I've been looking at. I really want to get that behind my ear, which Megan sort of, I knew I wanted a tattoo behind my ear, but Megan sort of initiated that it's close to the brain, so I thought that was quite good. And for those of you that don't know, serotonin is to do with like mental health and things. Like I can't bother to go into it. I'll probably talk about it more in another video, but if you've known about like my mental health issues over the past few years, you'll know that serotonin is a very important chemical within anxiety and depression. So I'm thinking about getting the serotonin there, or I quite like, there's ones on people's wrist like a serotonin symbol and a dopamine one, so I may go for that, but like on the side of my wrist, I don't know. I quite like hand tattoos, but everyone seemed to go crazy about them. And a lot of people are like, oh, that'll risk future employment, but for me personally, I don't think I'd want to work for a company that's going to get offended by like a tiny little heart on my finger or something, so that's just me. Were you shown what it would look like first before they actually did it? Yeah, like he was so, are you sure this is okay? Like, do you want me to make any changes? Then he stamped it on us and asked again if it was okay before he actually, the stamp was basically like a trace for him. But yeah, it's fine. Like they'll ask you several times if it's going to look okay, and make sure you do as well. Like don't let them just go straight in. What did all of your parents think when you said you were getting one? We didn't really tell our parents until after it happened, to be honest. Like I think my mum knew that I was going to get a tattoo at some point, but I think she knew that it wasn't going to be anything crazy. Like I'm not a fan of big tattoos on myself. Like I think they look so sick on other people, but for me I just want sort of like small little dainty ones. I don't know, I think it's more just me. So yeah, my mum was fine. She just asked me if it hurt really. She was chill, so was my dad. They've made like stupid little jokes and stuff about it. Like my dad said he was going to get like the power of 3 or something, like I don't know, on his ankle or something, I don't know. Megan's dad went, what the fuck have I just watched, when she sent like a video of her getting tattooed in the tattoo place. Yeah, so Megan's dad was probably like the one who was like, what's going on, like the most. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna get 1 of 8 because like they've got like 8 in their family. But yeah, it was sort of more jokey. Hattie's mum loves it, like Hattie's mum's got a tattoo, and so she was like pretty chill about it. Like everyone's been pretty supportive, so nothing crazy. Everyone's asking did it hurt, and for me, I'd say out of 10, 1. Like, compared to the other pains I've experienced from like burning myself like severely and stuff like that, I'd say it's honestly like 1, 2 maybe. But that might be because I built it up so much, so it really didn't seem like a lot, if you know what I mean. So I don't want to say that that's like a pain thing that everyone should go by. I love how tattoos look, but I'm worried if I get one I'll hate it a year later. I'd say think about it more then. If you really think that you're not going to like it a year later, then maybe just wait until you find something that you're like super in love with. And for me, like, I know that I'm going to be friends with Megan and Hattie for life, so that's not an issue for me. And even if, say, we did fall out for some reason, like, they were a massive part of my life at some point, so I look at it that way. Like, I had some amazing memories with them, so I'm not going to regret a decision like that. Like, but if you're really like picky about stuff like that, then probably don't get a permanent tattoo on your body, because yeah, you obviously don't want that if you're not too sure. Would you get another? Yes, I'm definitely thinking about others. What else? I think, yeah, I quite like the top of the bum. I've seen some really cool ones on Pinterest, you'll see on my board if you go look, but I'm really scared for like getting my bum out like in the tattoo place. It's not like actual bum, it's like the top of the bum. Yeah, that's all the questions. I've covered everything else in the video, so yeah, I really hope that has given you a bit of an insight into my tattoo experience. Make sure to hit thumbs up if you enjoy. Go check out my vlog of the whole experience down below so you can actually see it when it's actually getting done and like my facial expressions and stuff. Let me know if there's anything else you want to see on my main channel, any experience videos, story times, or more stuff with like Taboo Tuesdays and stuff. And yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.